Imagine walking into a store where everything is huge. The boxes are big, the carts are enormous, and you leave with a cart full of things you did not even know you needed. This is Costco. But Costco is not just a store. It is a business that changed how people shop. Its story is not about fancy advertising or complicated strategies. It is about a simple idea: treat your customers and your employees well, and success will follow. The story of Costco begins in 1976 with a man named Sol Price. Sol was a businessman who thought about shopping differently. At that time, most stores made money by selling products at high prices. They bought something for $1 and sold it for $2. The bigger the difference, the more money they made. Sol asked a different question. What if a store made very little money on the products themselves? What if the store made its money from something else? This was a radical idea. Sol opened a store called Price Club. It was not like any store people had seen before. It was huge, like a warehouse. Products were stacked on tall metal shelves. There were no fancy decorations. Customers had to pay a fee just to enter and shop. It sounded strange. Why would anyone pay for the right to buy things? But Sol had a reason. The membership fee gave the store a steady income. Because of this, they could sell products at very low prices. They only added a small amount to the cost of each item. Customers discovered that even with the membership fee, they saved money on everything they bought. The idea worked. Price Club grew quickly. In 1983, a man named Jim Sinegal took this idea and made it his own. Jim had worked for Sol Price and learned everything about the membership model. He decided to start his own company. He called it Costco. The first Costco opened in Seattle. Jim kept the same philosophy but added something new. He believed that to have happy customers, you first need happy employees. At that time, many stores paid their workers as little as possible. Jim did the opposite. He paid Costco employees much more than other stores. He gave them good health insurance and opportunities to grow. Some people said this was crazy. They said it would cost too much money. But Jim believed that when you take care of your employees, they take care of your customers. And he was right. Costco workers stayed with the company for years. They worked hard. They smiled. They helped customers find what they needed. Customers noticed the difference. The most famous symbol of Costco's philosophy is something very simple: a hot dog. Since the 1980s, Costco has sold a hot dog and a soda for $1.50. That price has never changed. For nearly 40 years, it has stayed the same. In a world where everything gets more expensive, Costco kept that price. Why? Because it is about trust. Customers know that if they go to Costco, they will always get a fair deal. The hot dog is not a big moneymaker, but it is a promise. And Costco keeps its promises. How does Costco make money if it sells everything so cheaply? The answer is the membership. Every year, millions of people pay a fee to be Costco members. These fees are not very large, but there are so many members that the money adds up. In fact, Costco makes most of its profit from these fees, not from the products it sells. This means Costco can sell things for almost the same price it pays for them. Most stores add 50% or more to the price of an item. Costco adds only about 14%. That is a huge difference. Customers know this. They trust that when they buy something at Costco, they're getting a fair price. Costco also has its own brand called Kirkland Signature. Kirkland products are made by the same companies that make famous name brands, but they cost much less. A Kirkland product is the same quality, but without the expensive advertising and marketing costs. Customers trust the Kirkland name because they know Costco would never sell something that is not good. Today, Kirkland is one of the most trusted brands in America. Another secret of Costco is how it decides what to sell. A typical grocery store might sell 40,000 different items. Costco sells only about 4,000. That is 10 times fewer. Why? Because Costco only sells things that people want to buy in large quantities. If an item does not sell quickly, Costco removes it. This keeps the store simple. It also means Costco can buy huge amounts of each item, which lowers the price even more. When you walk into Costco, you are not overwhelmed with choices. You see the best products and you buy them. Despite its success, Costco faces challenges today. The world has changed. People now shop online more than ever. A company called Amazon has changed how people buy things. You can sit at home and order almost anything, and it arrives the next day. Costco has always been about the experience of walking through the store, seeing the giant products, and finding unexpected treasures. How does it compete with a screen? Costco is building its online presence, but it is careful. It does not want to lose what makes it special. Another challenge is keeping its culture as it grows. Costco now has over 800 stores around the world. With so many employees and so many stores, it is hard to keep the same feeling of family and trust. Jim Sinegal is no longer the leader. New leaders must remember the simple rules that made Costco great. Pay employees well. Sell products for a fair price. Keep your promises. And then there is the hot dog. The price of ingredients keeps rising. The cost of making that $1.50 hot dog is now higher than the price they sell it for. Many people inside Costco have said they should raise the price. So far, the answer has always been no. The hot dog is more than food. It is a symbol. It tells customers that Costco will always be on their side. As long as that hot dog costs $1.50, people will trust the store. Costco's story is not about complicated business formulas. It is about something simpler. Treat people well. Do not get greedy. Keep your promises. These ideas sound easy, but in a world where many companies focus only on short-term profit, Costco has shown that doing the right thing can also be the smart thing. For nearly 40 years, they have proven that when you put customers and employees first, the money will come. The next time you walk through those giant doors and see the high shelves stacked with everything from televisions to toilet paper, remember the simple idea behind it all. It started with a man who thought about shopping differently. It grew with a leader who believed in fair treatment. And it continues today with a $1.50 hot dog that has never changed its price. That is the story of Costco. A story about trust. A story about value. A story about doing business the right way. Thank you for learning English with this story. What do you think makes a company trustworthy? Write your answer in the comments. And remember, sometimes the best business ideas are also the simplest.